of our Detox, Renew and Restore mini-series. Thank you all again so much for tuning in and joining me throughout this adventure. I am so unbelievably honored that you are here and allowing me to guide you through your practice. So let's begin. Let's start in any comfortable seated position today, so whatever that looks like for you. If you'd like to sit cross-legged, if you'd like to sit up on a block or a bolster or maybe some pillows so that your hips are higher than your knees, or if you'd like to sit on your knees, just choosing whatever variation is most comfortable to you. And then releasing the hands down onto the knees, rolling the shoulders on the back, sitting up nice and tall, closing the eyes. And let's start by taking a nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. Nice big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then returning back to your natural breath, your natural rhythm. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And we're not manipulating the breath in any way. We're just noticing where the breath is at today. So how is the breath normally happening within the body? Do you notice any subtle sensations as the air is entering or exiting the nostrils? Maybe where the breath is reaching. Maybe any feelings or emotions or thoughts that are coming up as you tune into your breath. Whatever it is, just giving yourself time and space to connect into whatever it is that's coming up. And then let's start to slowly deepen the breath. And we're going to start working our way towards a 3-part ujjayi breath. So as you inhale, filling just the belly, pushing the belly button out towards the front. And as you exhale, drawing the belly button back towards the spine. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release the belly. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release the belly. Beautiful. A couple more. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, release. Inhale, fill. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Next inhale, we're going to fill the belly and then fill the ribs. Exhale, knit the ribs back together. Draw the belly button back towards the spine. Inhale, fill the ribs. Fill the belly, fill the ribs. Exhale, release the ribs, release the belly. Beautiful. Keep going on those 2 separate parts. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the ribs. Exhale, release the ribs, release the belly. Beautiful. Keep filling and releasing. Beautiful. With your next inhale, let's fill the belly, fill the ribs, and then fill the chest. And as you exhale, release the chest, release the ribs, release the belly. Inhale, finding expansion from the belly button all the way up to the collarbones. Exhale completely out, releasing all the way down to the belly button. Beautiful. Keep focusing on those deep ujjayi breaths, the 3-part breath. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the chest. Exhale completely out. If you'd like to bring a slight restriction to the back of the throat, as if you're about to fog up a mirror or a glass, feel free to do so. This will make your breath become a little bit more audible, and it helps to warm up the air as it's entering the lungs. You'll start to notice that the breath starts to sound and feel like a wave entering and exiting the body, which is how this breath gets its popular name, ocean breathing. This ocean-type breath helps to calm down the central nervous system, and it helps to massage out the vagus nerve running along the spine. This is a very safe breath to do. It's a safe breath to practice for women who are on their moon cycle or pregnant or anyone with any dietary issues. This is a very calming and cooling breath. Beautiful. Taking a couple more big belly breaths. Beautiful. Taking one more big inhale. And exhale. Then returning back to your natural breath, your natural rhythm. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And just taking a moment here to notice any subtle differences between the body, the breath, or the mind. Beautiful. We're going to do another pranayama, or controlled breathing. This one is not actually pranayama. It's a hidden kriya, which is a self-cleansing tool. It's called kapalabhati. So if you are on your moon cycle, or you're pregnant, or you have dietary issues, feel free to try this breath, but if it doesn't feel comfortable, then go back to practice the ujjayi breath, the last breath that we did. So with kapalabhati, it's a forceful exhale followed by a natural inhalation. You're exhaling and inhaling through the nose, and so it sounds like this. Okay? So as you exhale, you're forcefully exhaling and snapping the belly button back towards the spine. So some people find it helpful to have their hands on their belly while they do this. Feel free to do that if you'd like. So let's take a nice big inhale and exhale. And then inhale again and begin. Exhale, 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 exhale. Couple more, and exhale completely. Beautiful. Let's take a nice big inhale, and then retain your breath for as long as you can. And exhale completely. Beautiful. So once again, that breath was called kapalabhati. It's a really good breath to cleanse out the nasal passageway because we're forcefully exhaling all the impurities out of the nostrils. It also really helps to build that fire in the belly. So that helps us to get our blood pumping, and it helps us to start detoxing our belly. We're going to move through another pranayama. This one's called Anuloma Viloma. So we're going to take the right hand and do this. So middle finger and ring finger are pointing up and thumb is pointing out. The index and the middle finger are pointing down towards the palm. We're going to flip that so it's towards our face. The thumb is going to plug the right nostril, and the other two fingers are going to plug the left nostril. This is also a very safe breath for anyone that is pregnant or on the moon cycle or has dietary issues. If you have high blood pressure, be mindful about the retention period. Maybe lower the retention period to what feels most comfortable to you. And if at any moment you start to feel lightheaded, you can rest your head down on the floor, or if you have a block, you can rest your forehead down on the block on the floor as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by plugging the left nostril. So we're going to inhale through the right, pause in the middle, exhale out the left. Inhale through the left, pause in the middle, exhale out the right. Inhale through the right, pause in the middle, exhale out the left. Inhale through the left, pause in the middle, exhale through the right. We're going to extend that out. So inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to pause for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and retain for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out the right for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. You can release that, closing the eyes, returning back to your natural breath. Taking a moment here to notice any subtle differences. Anulom Vilom is a very balancing pranayama because we're using both nostrils at the same measurement, which is not a usual occurrence naturally. So it's a very good practice for balancing out both sides of your bodies, for balancing out the yin and the yang, for balancing out the masculine and the feminine. If you are practicing this breath at home, just make sure that you always inhale, you start the cycle on your right, and you always exhale so you end the cycle on your left. And that will keep a nice balanced flow. Beautiful. With your next inhale, slowly softening your gaze. And then with an inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, finding length in both sides of the body. And as you exhale, we're going to release the right hand down. Inhale, keep extending the left hand up. Beautiful. Next inhale, come back up to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, release the left hand down, reach the right arm up. Inhale, come back up to center. As you exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand comes behind you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist open to the right. One more big inhale. As you exhale, slowly unwind. Inhale, reach both arms up. As you exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand comes behind you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist open to the left. One more big inhale. As you exhale, slowly unwind back to center. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, fold it forward, reaching both hands down along the ground. going as far as feels comfortable to you, or if you can reach your forehead down for the ground. Taking one more big belly breath. With your next inhale, slowly walking the hands back in. Reach the arms up. Exhale, release the hands down. We're going to switch the way the legs are crossed, so bring the other leg out in front. And then with an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Taking one more big belly breath. With your next inhale, slowly coming back up to seated. Reach the arms up. Exhale, release the hands down. Beautiful. From here, we're going to cross the ankles over top of each other and push our way up into a tabletop position. So stacking the hands right below the shoulders. Knees are stacked right below the hips. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever is most comfortable to you. And then take a second look at your fingers. Make sure the middle fingers are pointing right towards the top of the mat, so straight forward. Spread the fingers as wide as you can, and then really root into those index finger mounds. This really helps to protect the wrists while we put pressure on our hands and our wrists. We're going to move through a couple rounds of cat-cow to wake up the spine. So with an inhale, tilt the sit bones back, bring the gaze forward. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath, bring the gaze towards the thighs. Beautiful. Inhale, tilt it up, bring the gaze up. Exhale, tuck it underneath, bring the gaze towards the thighs. Keep moving with the pace of your own breath. Try to use your full inhalation and exhalation to move. And try to start the movement with the tailbone. The gaze is the last to follow, so move your head last. This helps to prevent neck injuries as we're moving through this pose. And if you start to notice that there's one spot that feels really good, feel free to pause there. Maybe wiggle into it a little bit more, work into it a little bit more. Starting to wake up the spine and wake up the core. Beautiful. And then making your way back to a neutral tabletop position. And we're going to start to engage the core. So it's this action of a little bit of a tuck to the tail and zipping the belly button up towards the low ribs. As soon as you do that action, you should start to feel your core muscles, so the muscles that are supporting your spinal structure, it's not just your abs, but your entire spinal structure, starts to engage. And that fire in your belly starts to burn. So this is what we want to make sure that our spine is protected, core is engaged, and we're starting to detox, we're starting to get that blood flowing. From here, extend the right leg straight out back behind you. Keep that core engaged. If it feels good to stay here, you can. If you want to go a step further, with an inhale, extend the right leg straight out of the hip. Make sure that the right toes are flexed down towards the ground. The tendency is we pop it out, and that makes our hip come out, which means that our core cannot be engaged. So turn the toes back down towards the ground. Hip is neutral. Core is engaged. Little tuck to the tail, zipping the belly button up towards the low ribs. Finding that straight line of energy from the right heel all the way out the crown of the head. Connecting to those big belly breaths. Make sure you keep breathing in every pose. It helps our body detox. Beautiful. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to bend that knee. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to draw the knee up towards the forehead, arching in the upper back. Inhale, right leg back to straight. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, back to straight.
One more time, exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, back to straight. Beautiful, let's pause here, take another big belly breath. And then once again, we're take a bend in that right knee, and we're gonna bring the right knee down just to a hover above the mat. Don't put it down on the ground. The next one is we're gonna inhale the knee out to the side, inhale up behind us, exhale down to a hover. Inhale out to the side, inhale up, exhale down. One more, inhale out, inhale up, exhale, release all the way down. Let's take a round of cat-cow to flush out the spine. So inhale, tilt the sit bones up, exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath. Beautiful, coming back to a neutral tabletop position. Once again, looking for that core engagement, so a little tuck to the tail, lifting through the low ribs and pushing the mat away. So the tendency is we hang in our shoulders, we want to push the mat away, protracting the shoulders. Keeping that core engaged, keeping the spine straight. And then extend the left leg straight out behind. If it feels good to stay here, you can. If you want to go a step further, you can extend the left leg straight out of the hip. Once again, make sure the left toes are flexed down to the ground, keeping the hip in a neutral position. Another way you can check is you can take your hand and place it on your tailbone and feel if your hips are level. Beautiful, connecting with that big belly breath. Taking one more big inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to take a bend in that left knee. And take a big inhale and exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale straight. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale straight. One more time. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale straight. Let's pause here. Take a big belly breath. And then again, we're going to take a bend in that left knee and bring the left knee to a hover above the mat. Then inhale out to the side, inhale up behind, exhale, hover. Inhale out, inhale back, exhale, hover. Inhale out, inhale back, exhale, release. Beautiful. One more round of cat-cow. So inhale, tilt the sit bones back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone underneath. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna wake up the thoracic spine a little bit more. So really rooting into the left hand. With an inhale, we're gonna extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, thread it underneath, coming down to the shoulder, but don't stay down. With your inhale, come back up, reach the arm back up. Exhale, thread it through. Beautiful, one more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, thread it through. Last one, inhale up, exhale, release. Beautiful, one round of cat-cow. Very nice. And then moving on to the left side with an inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale up, exhale, thread it through. One more, inhale up. Exhale down, and then inhale up, exhale, release. Beautiful, one more round of cat-cow. Wonderful, and then if you're not there already, walk up to the top of your mat. Once again, checking with those fingers, middle fingers pointing directly forward, spread those fingers as wide as you can, and then really root into the index fingers. From here, we're going to step 1 foot back at a time to high plank top and push-up position. When you're up there, check in with your core, a little tuck to the tail, zipping the belly button up towards the low ribs, and protracting the shoulders, lifting the low ribs up towards the ceiling. The tendency is we hang in the shoulders, hang in the hips. So lift, lift, and push the mat away from you. Beautiful. Keep connecting with that big belly breath. You are so strong. You got this. Very nice. One more big inhale. As you exhale, send the sit bones up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Feel free to walk the dog, wiggle the hips, crack the toes, wiggle the shoulders, any organic movement that feels good to you. Just slowly opening up into your down dog for today. And then finding stillness within this pose. Let's take a big belly breath. Beautiful. With your next inhale, shift it forward, high plank. Take a big belly breath. As you exhale, shift it back, Adho Mukha. Take a big belly breath. And as you inhale, shift it forward, high plank. One more big belly breath. As you exhale, send it back. Another big belly breath. Last one, inhale, shift it forward, high plank. One more deep breath. As you exhale, send it back, Adho Mukha. Beautiful. Reconnecting with that big belly breath. And then looking up at your hands. With an inhale, hop or step forward. Come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release your hands down beside you. We're going to start with a few Surya Namaskars to warm up. So with an inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, hop or step back to high plank. With an exhale, either knees, chest, chin, or lower yourself down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for up dog or cobra. And then exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. With an inhale, look up at your hands. Hop or step forward. Come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, release your hands down. We're going to do two more. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step back, lower yourself down. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Your next inhale, look up at your hands, hop or step forward, come up halfway, exhale and fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, release your hands down. We're going to do one more. Inhale, look up at that beautiful sunshine. Exhale, humbling, folding yourself forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step back, lower yourself down in gratitude. Coming down to the earth. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Your next inhale, look up at your hands. Hop or step forward. Come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release your hands down beside you. From here, we're going to make our way into Utkatanasana, chair pose. So bringing the toes either touching, heels slightly apart, or stepping your feet right underneath your hips. From here, we're going to take the arms up towards the ceiling with an inhale, and as you exhale, start to sit back into your chair. Now take a second and be mindful of your sacrum here, or your pelvic floor. We don't want to be popping that booty out, and we don't want to be tucking the tail underneath. We want a nice neutral position here for the tailbone. You also want to make sure that you can see the big toe, or your toes, not just the big toes, but your toes in front of your knees. So if you can't, bring your weight back into your heels a little bit more. Gaze can be up at the ceiling if you want to challenge your balance. Connecting with that big belly breath. Beautiful, one more big inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. You can grab onto your shins, your ankles, maybe peace fingers to the big toes, maybe coming to stand on your hands, whatever variation feels most comfortable to you. If you'd also like to take a soft bend to your knees and grab opposite elbows, slowly swinging from left to right, releasing out the lumbar. Just allowing this pose to become whatever you need right in this present moment. Beautiful, taking one more big inhale. As you exhale, release your hands down to the mat if they're not there already. Rooting your hands into the mat, step one foot back at a time to high plank top of push-up position. Keep lifting through the low ribs, scooping the belly button up towards the spine. From here, we're going to move our way into side plank. So we're going to roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. Left hand can come to the left hip. And if it's available for you, you can extend the left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Now, once again, the tendency here is to let the hips sink down. Keep lifting them up towards the ceiling. And if you need an extra kickstand, you can bring your left leg out in front to give you that balance. Beautiful, one more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly bring the left hand down towards the mat. Option, you can stay here in plank. You can send it back to downward facing dog, or if you'd like, you can take a vinyasa. So with an inhale, shift it forward, exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back, Adho Mukha. From here, with an inhale, shift it forward, back, high plank. We're going to come back to side plank on the right side, so rolling onto the right edge of the foot, left hand comes to left hip. And then extending the left arm up towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to add some side curls into this. So inhale, reach the arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread it underneath the right shoulder. Inhale up, exhale, thread. Inhale up, last one, exhale, thread. Inhale up, exhale, release. Beautiful. Once again, option, you can stay in high plank, go to Adho Mukha, or take a flow. Beautiful. From here with an inhale, we're going to shift it forward high plank, and then we're going to roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, bringing the right hand to the right hip. From here, option, you can extend the right arm straight up to the ceiling. You can take the kickstand variation or any other variation that suits you right now. One more big inhale. As you exhale, release the right hand down. Once again, you can stay in high plank, go back to downward dog, or take a vinyasa. Beautiful. With your next inhale, shift it forward high plank. We're going to roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Once again, right hand comes to the right hip, and then extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to do our side curl. So inhale, right arm up, exhale, thread it through. Inhale up, exhale, thread. Inhale up, exhale, thread. Last one. Inhale up, exhale, release. Nicely done. Once again, you can stay in high plank, down dog, or take a vinyasa. From here, with an inhale, reach the right leg up towards the ceiling, coming to three-legged dog. And as you exhale, as slowly as you can, step that foot forward between your hands. Coming to high runner's lunge, making sure the front ankle is stacked right below the front knee, and we're on the balls of the left foot. If it feels good to stay here on the ground, you can, or if you'd like to go a little bit further, you can climb to the front knee, and then maybe eventually extending the arms up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Taking one more big inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands to prayer. Lean forward just a little bit. Bring the left elbow across, hooking onto the right knee. We're going to push into the hands, coming into a prayer arm twist. Keep the back leg engaged, just as if someone had a string and was pulling it up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Taking one more big inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring the gaze back down to the mat, and then unwind, placing your hands framing that front foot. We're going to take the right hand on the instep of the right foot, plug the back heel down at 90 degrees, make sure the front heel is in line with the back arch. And then with an inhale, extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Taking one more big inhale. And as you exhale, release the left hand down to the mat. And we're going to come to a little swoop-de-doop. So we're moving onto the balls of the right foot. Left toes come up towards the ceiling. Coming into ninja lunge. Now we have a couple options here. You can stay here with your hands down on the floor. You can bring your hands to prayer, making this a balancing pose. Or you can start to shift the hips back, coming into a deeper stretch for the inner thigh.
So choosing whatever variation suits you best today. And wherever you're at, connecting with those big belly breaths. Beautiful. Taking one more big inhale. And as you exhale, release the glutes down onto the mat, nice and gracefully. I wasn't very graceful. I'm sure you're more graceful than me. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the right ankle with the left hand and then extend the right hand up towards the ceiling. Now, if you can go further, you can start to take a side bend, maybe reaching for that left foot, maybe eventually grabbing the foot and reaching your heart up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. One more big inhale and exhale. Then slowly releasing with an inhale, come back up to seated. We're going to place our hands at the front of the mat, little shroop-to-doop, back to high runner's lunge. From here, with an inhale, kick the right foot back up, warrior or three-legged dog. And then we're going to take a bend in the right knee, and as you exhale, right knee to forehead. Inhale back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale up. Last time, knee to forehead. Inhale up. Now you can stay here in three-legged dog and challenge yourself to do a vinyasa like this, or you can release the hand down, or the foot down. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, flow it through. If you made it, nice big inhale. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Take a moment, let that integrate with the body. And then with your next inhale, reach the left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, slowly, slowly step it forward between the hands, coming to high runner's lunge. Option, you can keep your hands down on the ground, or if you'd like to go a step further, you can climb up to that front knee and maybe extending both arms up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. One more big inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Lean forward a little bit. Bring that right elbow across, coming into prayer arm twist. Taking one more big inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring the gaze back down towards the mat. Unwind the hands, place them framing the front foot. Then left hand comes on the instep of the left foot. Plug the right heel down at 90 degrees. Make sure the front heel is in line with the back arch. And then with an inhale, extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. One more big inhale. As you exhale, release the hand down. Once again, we're going to come to our little shroop-to-doop ninja lunge on the left side. Options, you can keep your hands on the floor, bring the hands to prayer at heart, or you can start to push the hip bones back to get that deeper inner thigh stretch. Taking one more big inhale. As you exhale gracefully, let's see if I can do it graceful this time. Almost. Come down onto your glutes. We're going to grab the left ankle with the right hand, reaching the left arm up towards the ceiling, and then maybe reaching over for the foot, and then if you can grab the foot, coming into the full side bend. Taking one more big belly breath. And then slowly releasing with an inhale, come back up to seated. Once again, we're going to do a little swoop-de-doop. Coming back to high runner's lunge. And then rooting the hands into the ground. With an inhale, kick the left leg back up, three-legged dog. From here, take a bend in the left knee. As you exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, back up. One more time, exhale. Inhale, back up. Now option once again, if you want to challenge yourself, three-legged vinyasa. Beautiful, one more big inhale. Exhale, release. Very nice. From here, let's take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, release the knees down to the mat. Coming onto the tops of the toes, tops of the feet, big toes touch. Send the hips back towards the heels. You can wrap your arms back behind you and release the forehead down to the mat. Coming to Balasana, child's pose. With your forehead on the mat, you can slowly rock your forehead from side to side. Massaging it out. Giving your body a little bit of TLC. Beautiful, and finding stillness. And reconnecting to that big belly breath. Beautiful, let's take one more deep breath. And then with your next inhale, slowly push your way back up to a seated position. And let's make our way onto our glutes. So however you need to get there. And then making our way all the way back into a supine position. Let's leave the soles of the feet flat on the mat, knees bent up towards the ceiling. Placing the hands down beside you on the mat. And then checking in that your chin is in a neutral position, so the back of the head right behind where the eyes are is pushing down into the mat. From here, we're going to lift the hips up, coming into Setu Bandhasana, little bridge pose. If you'd like to go further, you can clasp your hands behind your back and walk up onto your shoulders a little bit further. And then reconnecting with those big belly breaths. So finding expansion from the belly button all the way up to the throat.
Taking one more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly lower vertebra by vertebra, all the way back down into the mat. Once your tailbone is back on the mat, let's take a big belly breath. And then with your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, take a nice big stretch. And as you exhale, hug both knees in towards your chest. From here, we're going to extend both arms straight out from our shoulders along the ground. With an inhale, find length in the spine, and as you exhale, release both knees down towards the right. Gaze can go to the left if it's comfortable for the neck. Beautiful. With your next inhale, bring the knees and the gaze back up to center. And as you exhale, take the knees in the opposite direction. And then taking the gaze opposite of the knees if it's comfortable for the neck. Taking one more big belly breath. Now with your next inhale, bring the knees and the gaze back up to center. And as you exhale, hug both knees back in towards your chest. And then we're going to take our hands on their respective knees, so right on right, left on left, and start to pull the knees wide towards the armpits. Focus on rooting the tailbone back down into the mat, so nice long spine. With every inhale, find a little bit more length in the spine, and with every exhale, see if you can pull the knees closer. If it feels good to stay here, you can. If you want to come into full happy baby pose, we're going to take the arms on the inside of the knees, grab the outer edges of the feet, and then pull the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. So our knees are bent to 90 degrees. And once again, focus on rooting that tailbone back down into the mat. Now there's a couple options for this pose. You can remain still, or if it feels good, you can slowly rock from side to side, massaging out the back, massaging out the internal organs, helping your body to detox and pump out all those impurities that our body no longer needs. Beautiful, and then coming to find stillness, let's take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, hug both knees back in towards your chest. Giving yourself a nice tight little hug, picking your forehead up towards your knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, release it out. Let your legs fall open. Let your arms fall open by your side. Coming into our final pose, Shavasana. Most important pose of our practice, where after all your hard work, all your movement. You allow your body and your mind to find stillness. Once you're cozy, closing your eyes, and bring your awareness towards your breath. Feeling the slight rise and fall with every inhale and exhale. And then slowly bring your awareness to that space right between your eyebrows. Relaxing and releasing any tension that might be built up there. And shifting your focus down towards your jaw. Feeling your teeth part slightly. And feeling your tongue relax. And then keep shifting your focus down. And bring your awareness towards your chest. Back to your heart center. Tuning into that beautiful warmth, that beautiful fire, burning right in the center of your being. And noticing with every inhale, finding nourishment, and with every exhale, letting go of what no longer serves us. Swasti Prajabhya Alipam Nayanta
Sukhino Bhavantu. Feel free to stay in this space for as long as you like. I'd like to give you all special thanks for allowing me to guide you through your practice and for participating in this mini-series. Thank you all again so much, and I'll see you in the next video. From my heart to yours, namaste.